Hello again, everyone. We are playing DC deck building game again. It's my favorite. I'm not complaining. So, this is for the Solo Crisis League. We are in Season 2, Round 4. In this setup, we are using Teen Titans as a base set with Crisis 2 as our Crisis expansion. So, another thing that's making this a little bit more different is we've taken 2 of the unused Crisis cards from the Crisis stack and shuffled them into the top half of the main deck, so they can pop up at any time. I think last time I tried this, I had to fight all 3 of them, so 2 in there and the 1 you start with, before I ever took out Vandal Savage. And that happens pretty often in setups like this. To help me along the way, we're going to be playing as Blue Beetle. Once during each of my turns, if I control 7 or more cards, I get to draw a card. That shouldn't be too bad. Teen Titans uses a lot of ongoing cards, which are definitely going to make that a lot easier, because it's just control cards, right? Yeah, and you get 5 cards from your hands alone. So if you have 2 ongoing cards out there, that's pretty much an automatic draw every time a Blue Beetle, which is definitely going to help make this go a lot smoother. Let's start with Immortal Villain, because that's where we start. When a non-villain card costs 6 or greater enters the lineup, destroy it and replace it. To beat, each player must discard plus 5 power worth of cards from hand. Okay, I'm just going to get out my little rule book here because I might need it for some of the solo rules. Then we have Vandal Savage as our initial villain, and it is when you play this card, leave it in front of you. Oh, that's not even relevant. That's for other game modes. To beat, or stack ongoing, when a card with an attack leaves the lineup, resolve its attack against each player. I think I forgot to do that a few times last time, and I regret that, obviously. So we're going to try and make sure to remember this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's it. Alright. Remember, any card with cost 6 or greater, right? Yes, that's true. Alright, here we go. Cheap cards so far. Real cheap cards. Please don't. Alright, great. There's some good options here. Rage Blood's great for destroying cards. Colony's an ongoing card, which is going to help with our Blue Beetle ability. And Bunker helps you draw extra cards all the time. So all 3 of those are solid options that I want now. Now to beat Immortal Villain, I have to discard plus 5 power worth of cards from hand. That's not so bad. You could even do it in the first turn if I drew better than this, but I have 4 power this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll go ahead and get Bunker as I wanted. New card coming out. Boom, another ongoing card. Oh, but it costs 6. So it is destroyed and a new card comes out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for my next hand. We're looking at 1, 2, 3 power. We'll get a kick. I don't really want any of the other ones that are out there. Oh, wait. I didn't see Mad Mod there. I did, but... If you discard an ongoing card you control, if you do, choose a foe and attack. That foe gains a weakness. So I'm going to get a kick instead of gaining a weakness as Immortal Villain would make me do. I'm sorry, instead of as Vandal Savage would make me do. Because a card of an attack leaves the lineup, I'm going to take it. I don't feel like that right now. Alright, new card has to come out. Alright, now we got 2 villains out there. Not great. Alright, 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could end Immortal Villain this turn if I had no villains out here. That's too bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to get Rage Blood. Or do we want to get the Colony? When you destroy a card, you may place it under this card. You may discard these cards. Yes, we're going to take the Colony. Can't put it out there just yet. But we will. We will. Great. That's exactly what I want. Another attack card. Alright. I had my opportunity, it seems, and I need to start catching up. So we're going to play Bunker. Reveal the top 3 cards of the deck, of my deck. Put 1 of each card type into my hand and discard the rest. So we'll shuffle up this discard pile. And we'll go 1, 2, 3. We'll look at these. Take that, and we'll take that, and we'll discard this. Alright. Let's go ahead and put the Colony out. Now I have 1, 2, 3. These 2 do nothing, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 controlled cards means I get to draw a card because of Blue Beetle. So again, we're at 3 power with this kick. Brings us to 5 power. I think I want to get Rage Blood. I think it's time to say goodbye to a few of those punches and vulnerabilities, and hello to a little more powerful turns. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, I need to shuffle my discard pile again. Back to back. Welcome, everyone. Let me know if you have any questions or anything. I play this game a lot. I'm not an expert. I'll make lots of mistakes tonight. Don't listen to me. I'll do my best. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, here we go. I have Rage Blood, so I'll play it. 2, choose any number of players. Each of those players destroys a card with cost 0 in his discard pile. I don't have a discard pile right now, so I don't get to use it, which is unfortunate. Alright, 2 with vulnerability. 3, 4, 5 with punches. We're going to say goodbye to Cinderblock and goodbye to Zookeeper, because neither of them have attacks, and we need to get rid of those villains if we're ever going to get rid of Immortal Villain. Mogo is destroyed because of Vandal Savage. New card coming out. Oh, great, he's replaced with a villain. That's what I needed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, enjoy. Alright, we're going to play Bunker. Reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Put one of each type into your hand and discard the rest. A card type can be told easily by its color, but also right here it'll say starter, starter, superpower. That's the type of cards that those are. So I can take one of each card type and discard the rest. Obviously I'm going to take the kick, it's the only superpower. I can choose between these 2 starters, but they're both punches, so they're both 1, so it doesn't really matter what one I take. There'll be future turns where that does matter. So we have the Colony and Bunker out here, so that's 2 I control. Remember Blue Beetle's ability, I can draw extra cards. So 2 power with a kick, 3 kit punch, 4, 5, 2 vulnerabilities. That's still 5 power, and I get to draw a card because I control 7 cards presently. So we'll just take that one, bringing us to 6 power. Here's the problem. No matter what I do, I'm going to get attacked. So any villain I buy with an attack is going to use its attack text against me if I purchase it. So I have to get rid of him now, or I can't get rid of the Crisis. So we'll take Mad Mod. Mad Mod attack is gain and weakness. And I'll just gain Colony Suit so I don't entirely screw myself over this turn. New card coming out. Oh, another villain. Great. Great. Where did my... Oh, there it is. You shouldn't be out there. You should be there. Alright, 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rage Blood, we'll play that. Choose any number of players. Each of those players destroys a card of cost 0. We're going to destroy that weakness we just gained last turn. Goodbye. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5 power this turn and a vulnerability. We'll get rid of Aquaman and a Scrimastix. We'll buy a Scrimastix. Aquaman's attack is each foe puts 2 cards of cost 0 from his discard pile on the bottom of his deck. We're just going to put 2 punches there. And new card comes out. So far, so good. Could be better. We'll see how it goes. I'm pretty confident that Blue Beetle's going to handle this. If I could do it the other day with Star Sapphire, Blue Beetle's going to be fine. All it's really going to depend on is how early Heroic Sacrifice comes in as a Crisis card, and it's going to depend on which one I draw in that time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, we have Rage Blood again, but again, no discard piles. Can't really use its full ability. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 power. We're going to say goodbye to Black Lantern Batman. Each foe gains a weakness. Each who has an equipment in his discard pile gains an additional weakness. We have no discard pile right now, so we'll just simply gain the first part of 1 weakness. New card coming up. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I'm not supposed to have that. That should go on the destroyed pile. Put an equipment with cost 3 or less from your discard pile into your hand. I have one, so it's going to my hand. So that's 1, 2, 3. 2 vulnerabilities. So that's 1, 2, 3, 3 power, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. We'll play Colony Suit, bringing us to 4 power, but we get to draw a card for now having 7 cards. 5 power total. We'll go ahead and get Cloak of Raven. Oh, nope, we're going to get Aqualad. Aqualad. New card coming out. That's going to be destroyed. Sorry, Teen Titans, go. More villains. Well, luckily we're getting rid of the villains early. The bad part is that they're now attacking me when later in the game they would just ignore me. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alright. Bunker. Reveal 3 cards from the top of your deck, put 1 of each type in your hand, and discard the rest. Well, they're all starters. We're going to take the punch and get rid of these vulnerabilities. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 controlled with a vulnerability. I can draw a card. 6 power total. That's enough to at least get Cloak of Raven. I would have liked to have gotten rid of Black Lantern Martian Manhunter, but maybe next time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ugh, yuck. Alright, 2, but I can destroy a card in my discard pile. We will destroy one of these vulnerabilities. Personally, as a character? Really like Aquaman. I liked him originally as an underdog character. Everyone hates Aquaman. But then I really liked a storyline called Justice by, oh man, who wrote that? I know the art's all done by Alex Ross, but I can't remember the writer right now. And in that story, they introduced the whole idea that Aquaman has a bunch of like other powers that people don't really realize. Like he has impenetrable skin and super strength just from living at the bottom of the ocean, having to deal with the ocean's pressure at all times. He also has a healing element to him. That story made me like really fall in love with how his character works beyond his usual writing. Blue Beetle I really like. He's been really popular lately with the newer iteration being on the Teen Titans TV show, the newer one. What's it called? Young Justice. Not Teen Titans, Young Justice. And also not being as... So the old one was Ted Kord, which is technology-based. The new Blue Beetle is technology-based, but it's alien technology instead of human technology, which is a lot more fun, and he doesn't have full control over his abilities, which is a lot more interesting story-wise. I don't know why I'm looking at this screen. You're just looking at the side of my face. So, that's what I guess I like about the two of them. I'd probably say Aquaman. Yes, Jim Kruger, thank you. So anyway, that's 2, 3, 4, 5 power total. We're going to say bye-bye Shimmer. Like Guyver. I don't know who Guyver is. Who's Guyver? He has a device on his back called the Scarab, which is from an alien race known as the Reach. At least it is in Young Justice. I don't know what it is, the literal name of the race is in the comic books lately, because I've been out of date since pre-New 52, but I'm trying to catch up again with my DC Universe subscription. But it was a race called the Reach, and it kind of like controls them against his will sometimes, depending on what it views as a threat and what other people would view as a threat. 3, 4, and 5. So, we have, unfortunately, Rage Blood again, which without a discard pile is useless. It is still 2 power. We'll put Aqualad out. I can discard this card from play. If I do, put a card that costs 5 or less from your discard pile on top of your deck. So that'll be out here at all times. So that's 2, 3, 4, and 5 power. We're going to go ahead and get Molecular Vibration. Hey, I pronounced it right in the first try tonight. I'll take it. Molecular. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. 1, 2, 3. 4/5 power this turn, but I have 7 cards I control. New card coming out is a punch for 6 power. I really need to get to 8. I need to get Black Lantern Martian Manhunter out of here if we're ever going to get through this. We'll take Nth Metal Mace in the hopes that that helps us achieve that mission. Anime manga from the 80s, a young man, blah, 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 blah. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that. Not my wheelhouse, but sounds familiar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, we have Bunker again, and to use it we have to shuffle up our discard pile because we don't have enough cards in our deck right now. One, two, three. Yep. 1, 2, 3. Reveal the top 3. Hey, they're all different card types, so I get to draw all 3 of them. Perfect. So we played Bunker. We're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 power. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards played so far, so I get to draw a card. And we're at 5 power, so 6, 7, 8. Goodbye, Black Lantern Martian Manhunter. That's our 8 power going to good use. I'll take it. What do we got? That's fine. You can talk about whatever you want. Alright, here we go. We have Cloak of Raven +2 and +1 for each superpower I control, which is none right now, unfortunately. That'll be 2, 3, 4, 5. Choose a player. I'll choose me. That makes sense. Reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a hero, that player draws it. Otherwise, you may discard it. It is not a hero. It's a punch. I'm going to discard it. 2, 3, 4, 5 power. 6 total. I can draw a card because of my Blue Beetle ability. Ooh, 7 power. And I can put an equipment of cost 2 or less from my discard pile into my hand. We will. 8 power again. I'll buy both of these guys, and honestly what I should have done is, since there was no villains after beating Black Lantern Martian Manhunter, I should have gotten rid of Immortal Villain, but I didn't. That was a bad idea. It was a bad idea. I wasted a whole round. Please don't be a villain. That's all I need. Okay. This is still possible then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, to beat Immortal Villain, the first crisis of the game, I have to discard 5 power worth of cards from hand. That is what we got here. 2, 4, 5 power right here. Those are discarded. Immortal Villain is gone. So that's the first crisis down. We can now take on Vandal Savage. New ongoing card coming out. I can discard this card from play. If I do, I get to draw a card. And just a vulnerability to play, which is not going to get me anything, but I still accomplished a lot this turn, so I'll take it. There we go. Oop, T-Wing is gone because it costs more than 6. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I should say 6 or more than 5. Let's play Bunker. Reveal 3 cards. Draw 1 of each type. We'll take a punch in Colony Suit and discard the other punch. Alright, so save that for later. 1 with a punch. 2, 3. Put an equipment from a player's discard pile on top of his deck. Let's see what we got in our discard pile. We have 1. We're not going to put it there, though, I don't think. No, we're not. So we're going to go 3 power so far. We'll do Escrima-Sticks for 4 power. Put an equipment of 3 or less. Or discard pile on top of your hand. To your hand, I mean. I will do that with Nth Metal Mace. And since I control now 7 cards, I can draw a card. So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4 power generated. 5, and I can discard a power card to get 2 additional power, but I don't think I need to, so I won't. 6, 7, look at the top card. Is it a hero? It's not, so I'll discard it. 8, 9, 10, because that counts superpowers for an additional 1. Weakness isn't going to do anything. 11, 12 for static, and I may put an ongoing card I control. I may discard an ongoing card I control. If I do, an additional +1 power and destroy a card in your hand or discard pile. I will discard Aqualad, and I will destroy a vulnerability from my discard pile, making things a little bit easier later on. That's definitely more than enough to beat Vandal Savage, and we are through the first phase of the game. There are, I believe, 13 villains? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, plus Vandal Savage is 13. So theoretically, we're 1/13 through this. Probably not going to take that long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, that's a terrible hand, so we'll deal with that when that time comes. New card into the lineup. New crisis is Supervillains United. Place an unused supervillain into the lineup and resolve each of its attacks. The supervillain cannot be gained or destroyed by the effects of players' cards. So let's go ahead and take care of that. I've got 2 unused supervillains this game. Just shuffle it up. And we'll play this one out here. Black Lantern Superman. Each player gains 2 weakness cards. Each player with a superpower in his discard pile gains an additional weakness. Do I have a superpower in my weakness? Or a superpower in my discard pile? I have a kick, and kicks are apparently superpowers. So, yes. And we are going to say that means each player gains a superpower. Each player with a superpower gains an additional weakness. So that's 3 weakness cards. Not ideal. That's terrible. And I have to beat him in order to get rid of this crisis, I believe. So to beat, remove this crisis when there are no supervillains in the lineup. Alright, and then our new supervillain on the supervillain stack is Trigon. Each player destroys the top 3 cards of the main deck. Gain a card with the lowest cost you destroy this way and put it into your hand. Discard all cards from your hand with cost greater than that card. Okay. It's a little complicated, but we will destroy the top 3 cards of the main deck. Now, the main deck is like a timer for the game. You have to beat all of these villains before the main deck runs out. So we have to destroy the top 3, which is sad because I really wanted the Atom. Now, gain a card of the lowest cost you destroyed this way. Hey, perfect, because I believe that's the Atom. At 1 cost, he is. So he's mine now. That's not so bad. And put it into your hand. Oh, it goes in my hand, not my discard pile. Perfect. Discard all cards in your hand with cost greater than that card. All cards in my hand have a cost greater than 1. That's just Rage Blood. So this wasn't a total loss. I'll take it. That's not so bad. Okay. I'm not really going to use the Atom this turn, unfortunately, because there's nothing I can do with him yet. Let's see. We'll just play it. Our punches are 1, 2, 3 power, and a vulnerability. So 3 power total brings us enough for... Do we want Jericho? No, we don't want Jericho. We want Miss Martian, though. We'll take her. New card coming out. Dick Grayson. There we go. Shuffling up our discard pile here. So it's time to draw a new hand. 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's see. I keep getting Rage Blood on the first hand every turn, and that is just terrible because he only works when there's a card in the discard pile. So, we're going to go with 2 power from Rage Blood, 3 with a punch, 4 with Grimace Sticks, vulnerability, and then Cloak of Raven is going to bring us to 5, 6, and count superpowers brings us to 7, 8, and we can draw a card because we're at 7 cards. Another punch brings us to 9. Not enough to beat Black Lantern Superman. Who do we want to do with 9 power, though? I could discard this to draw an additional card, but that's probably not going to get me what I need. Cloak of Raven, I'll take, and we'll take 1 more kick. What I need is some destruction cards. I need to thin out my deck. There's too much junk in it I don't want. I don't want it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's better. I'll take it. I'm just going to look in the destroyed pile real fast. I have the Atom in my hand now. What the Atom does is it destroys a card in your hand, and you replace it with a card that's already in the destroyed pile. So cards you might have missed out on, you can get back. Just want to see if there's anything in here I want. This includes villains, which are normally off limits in crisis mode. You can get around that. Zookeeper would be useful. And so would Atlantis. Let's see what I got in my hand that I can sacrifice. I could sacrifice Colony Suit. I don't mind that. In fact, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play the Atom. We're going to destroy Colony Suit and replace it with Zookeeper. There he is. Alright, so I'll play Zookeeper. He's an ongoing card, and how he works is if I get attacked, I can just discard him, and I avoid the attack entirely. It's just a permanent defense card sitting there, which is exactly what I wanted. That's 2, 3, 4, 5. I can discard an ongoing card I control. If I do, it's an additional +1 power and destroy a card in your hand or discard pile. I'm now going to discard Zookeeper, because I'm not going to attack anytime soon, and I can destroy a card for it. So we will destroy this vulnerability. That's gone. So that total power then was 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we'll go ahead and get Demonic Influence now. Still got to get to 13. Got to get to that 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. What do we got here? New card of Aqualad. He's not new. First time coming out. No, it's the second time. We had to discard him earlier. Okay. How do we want to use that? I'm just looking at his text, and I can use that to my advantage pretty easily. Sure, we'll do that. We are going to use Aqualad's ability. You can discard him from play. If I do, put a card that costs 5 or less from my discard pile on top of my deck. I'm going to put Rage Blood right on top of my deck, discarding Aqualad. We'll then play Molecular Vibration to draw a card, being Rage Blood. We'll play Rage Blood to destroy a card on my discard pile, and we'll discard this Punch card. Goodbye. Okay. And then when you destroy a card, you may place it under this card. Okay. You may discard this card under Colony as though they were ongoing cards you control. Okay, so basically what that means is I have all these things that say discard an ongoing card, and you can do this. I can now put cards under the Colony and discard those instead and not have to sacrifice the ongoing cards I actually have out here. So I can still use their abilities further into the future. So that's 2 with a Rage Blood, 3 with a Punch, 4 with a Punch, 5 with a Punch, and a weakness. I don't really want Birdarang, so we're not gonna... I'll get 1 kick. But that's it. That's the end of my kicks. No more kicks. We're out of a kick deck. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Man, that's a lot. Okay. Bunker. Reveal the top 3 cards of my deck. Draw 1 of each type. They are... Ugh, I don't want any of these cards. Oh well. Discard that Punch. We're going to play Star Sapphire. I can put an equipment from any player's discard pile on top of their deck. And equipment are the gray cards. We'll put... Do I even have one? I have Cloak of Raven and a Scrimmastick. So we'll put Cloak of Raven on top. Okay. So that's 2. Weakness. Weakness, weakness. They're not going to do anything for me. But a Punch brings me to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards played, allowing me to draw another card, being Cloak of Raven. So, we'll then play Nth Metal Mace, reveal a top card of my deck. If it is a hero, I get to draw it. Let's do this thing. It's not a hero. We'll leave the kick there. Alright, so total power is at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and +1 for each superpower, but there are no superpowers right now. So with 7, we're going to say goodbye to Jinx. Goodbye. New card coming out. Possession. Not a great card, but 3, 4, 5. Useful later when the demonic summoning card comes out. Put Zookeeper out here to defend ourselves if need be. A Scrim of Sticks. Put equipment from cost 3 or less from my discard pile into my hand. We're going to bring back Nth Metal Mace. Here we go. Nth Metal Base then. 2 power, and look at the top card. Is it a hero? It's not. We will discard it. So we're at 3 power total. 4, 5, 6 of this kick. And do we have enough cards here? No, we don't have enough. Oh, wait, with weakness, that's 7 cards, and I can draw a card. 7 power total, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 indeed. 7. Oh, don't fall. We'll get rid of Black Lantern Wonder Woman. I'll get a new card out here. Hey, another copy of the Atom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's been a while since I've seen my other copy. Hey, there he is. I can destroy Demonic Influence. That's a pretty expensive card. What can we get for it? What can we get for it? Huh? For a 5? Maybe we won't. There's nothing much in there I want just yet. So, how are we going to do this? How indeed? Just trying to figure out the order of operations I want to do this in. We'll play Demonic Summoning, so that's 2 plus 1 for each villain I control, which is Zookeeper here, so that's 3 power total. With a punch, that's 4. With a kick, that's 6. Then we'll play Static, bringing us to 7, 8, and I can discard an ongoing card I control. If I do, an additional plus 1 power and destroy a card in my discard pile. But remember, we have this colony ability where I can now discard this card. And that does the same thing. So we'll destroy a weakness. And we now have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 power total. With 9. We'll go ahead and we'll get the other Atom, just in case. Just in case. And I don't really want any copies of them, but I'll take Possession. I'll take Possession. At least it's worth 3 power on its own. Not much else than that until Demonic Summoning comes out. Man, enough of these villains already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I swear I shuffled it, but this is ridiculous. Alright, we have 2 ongoing cards we can put out, and we will. Really filling up that ongoing slots. Those ongoing slots. And we are at 2, 3, 4 power, but we have 7 cards in control. We can draw a card. 5, 6, and destroy a card in my discard pile. Let's see, what do we got here? We're going to destroy this punch, I think. Nope, we're going to destroy this weakness. Goodbye. Boom. And I forgot how much power I had. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What do I have here? Nothing that's going to get me where I want to go. I was trying to consider, I have this combination where I can discard a card, and then I can also draw a card right after. But it's not going to do what I want it to do. No, it wouldn't. Okay, we'll just stick with the 6. We'll get Dick Grayson, but that'll be the end of that. New card coming up. Another villain, man. It's crazy. It's crazy, I say. Alright, let's do this thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There's our Atom. That's alright. We're going to go ahead and play both Cloaks of Raven, because they count superpowers. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's good. 7, 8. I'm not going to be using the Atom this turn, but I'm at enough cards to draw a card. 9, 10. Tempting. We're going to discard... no, we're not. We're just going to stick with the 10, say goodbye Black Lantern Blue Beetle, and draw a kick to go with it. Get a new card out here. Another villain. It's out for me today. 2, 3, 4, 5. Never wants to see this go. Like I said earlier, there are 2 Crisis cards in the top half of this main deck. So there's probably going to be another one soon enough if I don't take care of all this. That's a mess. It's a mess, I say. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I can draw a card. 5 and 2 weaknesses. That's terrible. Goodbye Black Lantern Green Arrow, though. New card coming out. Wouldn't that be just Black Arrow? Black Lantern Arrow? Black Arrow Lantern? I don't know. Seems redundant. He's not green anymore. Alright, perfect. We are going to use the Atom to destroy Dick Grayson. And we can then just grab a card of cost 6 or less from the destroyed pile, including villains, which I may not have been able to do earlier. I do like Jinx for +1 and draw a card. That's nice. Once during each of your turns, you may put a card you buy or gain from the lineup on top of your deck. Thank you. Atlantis it is. That's perfect. We will put Atlantis out here. I'm just going to put it on top of the colony for my 2 locations. Since we were at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we'll play one more card. For 7, I can draw a card. 8, 9 with Rage Blood, and I can destroy a card in my discard pile. Goodbye to this weakness. 10 with a Punch, and 13 with Possession. That is enough to say goodbye to Black Lantern Superman. Now, we can't get rid of the Crisis just yet because there's still this Gizmo card, but at a cost of 2... that's not so much a big deal. In fact, I've got an idea. What did I play this turn? I think I stopped there. We'll just play Aqualad. Discard a card from play. If you do, put a card that costs 5 or less on top of your deck. We'll put... yeah, we'll just put this Kick on top of my deck. Play Molecular Vibration to draw a card. 2 more powers, enough to beat the 2-power Gizmo. I could have wasted a whole other turn if I didn't just think of that last minute. New card coming out. Hey, a new Rage Blood. I could use it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. No more Supervillains United because that supervillain is gone. Still have to take out Trigon, which hopefully we can do pretty quickly. So, Nth Metal Mace. Look at the top card. Is it a hero? It is, so we get to draw it. And now we're going to play him. So I can reveal the top 3 cards. Which means I have to shuffle my discard pile because there's only 2 there. So like I said, tonight I am using Teen Titans plus Crisis 2. Teen Titans mechanically focuses a lot on these ongoing cards, cards that you play and just stay out. Traditionally in the other DC games, that's mostly just locations. Every now and then there's like a superpower card or something to that effect, but it's pretty much just locations that are ongoing. But Teen Titans really pushed it so that it was a more integral part of the deck. So you're going to have a lot of these cards that just sit up here, taking a lot of my space. That's okay. I enjoy the mechanic. It's just difficult to film sometimes. So, Bunker's ability of 1, 2, 3. Draw one of each type, so we have to discard one of these punches. That's not a problem. Alright, so we are at... how much power? 2 power. We'll go with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Counting this villain brings that to 10, 11, 12, 13. I can discard an ongoing card. I will discard the colony, bringing me to 14 power and giving me the ability to destroy a card in my discard pile. Getting rid of a punch. That's enough to get rid of Trigon, obviously. I could also buy Birdarang, but I won't. Just on the principle of it. I could have discarded Zookeeper, but I'm about to get attacked by some kind of villain, and I wanted the defense card. 2, 3, 4, and 5. New card coming out. Energy Absorption is a great card that I'm going to try and get as soon as possible. Rise of the Dead. When a card is destroyed, remove it from the game. At the start of your turn, put a random card with cost 1 or greater from the destroy pile into the lineup. If that card is not a villain, gain a weakness. Your team must destroy 5 cards of different colors. Okay, that's entirely doable, but we will take care of the supervillain's first appearance attack before taking care of that. And it's Black Hand, who is also on Rise of the Dead, so that's convenient for him, I guess. Each player destroys the top card of the main deck. You know what? We're not going to do that. We're just going to play Zookeeper. You may discard this card from play to avoid an attack. There we go. Okay. So I have to do Rise of the Dead's ability. I'm going to shuffle up the destroyed pile, which is getting pretty sizable at this point. Destroyed quite a few cards this game. When a card is destroyed, remove it from the game. Okay. At the start of your turn, put a random card with cost 1 or greater from the destroyed pile into the lineup. If that card is not a villain, gain a weakness. Okay, so it's kind of a toss-up. It's either a villain, and we have to fight it, or it's not a villain, and we gain a weakness. So it's not great either way. It's Gizmo. He's only 2, so that's pretty much as good as that could have gone. I'll take it. So to beat, I have to destroy 5 cards with different colors from hand. In solo play, you can destroy from your discard pile as well. Ooh, that's upside down. Okay. How do we want to do this? I only need 2 for Gizmo. So we're going to go ahead and play these 2 punches. 1, 2. Say goodbye to Gizmo. Bye-bye. He's removed from the game, actually. He's not even just removed for being a villain that's destroyed. He's removed from the game. And now to beat it, I have to destroy what? 5 cards with different colors from hand. Ugh. Alright, well, we'll destroy a punch. That's 1 color. A kick, that's a 2nd color. A scrim of sticks, that's a 3rd. We'll destroy the colony for 4th. Is there a 5th color in here? My 5th color is Zookeeper. We're going to do it. I'd rather get rid of this than have those cards forever. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. 5 different colors. Goodbye, Rise of the Dead. That's pretty fast. I'll take it. Now, Rage Blood. 2 and destroy a card in my discard pile. You would think I wouldn't want to, but I'm happy to say goodbye to a kick. Sure, I bought it at the time. It sounded nice, but I'm kind of regretting it now. You know how it is. Oh, I already played these punches, so they're out. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm not going to be playing this Atom card, but with 5, we can get Energy Absorption. And because of Atlantis, we can put it right on top of our deck. Right? 1 card each turn? Yep. Not a problem. Not a problem, it says. New card coming out. Daughter of Trigon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, Energy Absorption. Draw a card, and then you may destroy a card in your hand. I will destroy this weakness from my hand. There's no reason not to. So that's 2. 4, I can put an equipment from a player's discard pile on top of their deck. Yeah, we'll put Nth Metal there. So that's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 power total. Almost enough for Black Lantern, or sorry, for Black Hand, but not quite. So with our 9, we'll get another Rage Blood, and we'll get a Bumblebee. Bumblebee. New card coming out. And it's Grant Wilson. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alright. Aqualad and Molecular Vibration are out. And is there anything I want in the destroyed pile that's relatively cheap? Don't think there is. Nope. So this Atom's going to waste. But 2, and I can look at the top card. Is it a hero? It's not, and we will not discard it. So that's 2, 4. And I think we'll just... No, we'll play Molecular Vibration to draw a card, bringing us to 5, 6, saying goodbye, Grant Wilson. Now we gotta shuffle that discard pile. Shuffle that discard pile. Boop, boop, boop-a-doop, boo. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. How we doing here? It's okay. Could be better. We'll put Bumblebee out here. It's another ongoing card. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 total is enough to buy Coriander. Gain a superpower from the lineup and put it into your hand. If you cannot, draw a card. That's a good card. I'll take it. It's mine now. New villain, Black Lantern Green Arrow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's now growing on me, Black Lantern Green Arrow. See, the lantern is black, but the arrow is green. We'll put another Molecular Vibration out here. I guess the first one. We'll play Bunker to go 1, 2, 3. And I can only take one of each type, so goodbye to this punch. Hello to these other two. That's not great. We'll play Energy Absorption, allowing us to draw a card and then destroy a card. We're going to destroy this punch. Goodbye. So all those cards, I haven't actually done anything yet. Have I? Nah. Alright, so that's 2, 3, 4. Oh, you know what? I'm going to change the order here real quick. Boom. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I have 2 atoms here. I don't think there's anything I want in here, really. That's going to get me 1 power. No. Okay. Goodbye to Destroy Power. So I have 8 power total, saying goodbye to Black Lantern Green Arrow. And we'll just stop there for this turn. New card coming out. Skull of Batman. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Really want to get rid of Black Hand if possible. I mean, wouldn't you? Alright. Rage Blood. Choose any number of players. Each of those players destroys a card of cost 0 in their discard pile. Oh, a card of cost 0. Okay. Guess I missed that last time. Hope I didn't destroy anything I wasn't supposed to. Goodbye to this punch. And then we're going to play a second Rage Blood to get rid of this other punch. Alright, slowly getting rid of those at least. So that's 2, 4. And I can play 5, 6 to look at the top card. Is it a hero? It's not. We can discard it. That's 7 cards in play. I can draw a card. So again, that's 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and we will get rid of Bumblebee for Stat X power, bringing him to 13, and allow us to destroy another punch. I think that was my last punch. I think we got rid of the last couple on that turn. So 13 is enough to say goodbye to Black Hand. And that's going to be that turn. Not bad. I'll take it. I just did. It's happening. It happened already in the past. We're here now. That was then. This is now. All right. We have a new card coming up any second. Detonator. I like that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I have a defense card? I do not. No defense cards means I have to take whatever is about to happen. Villains in Disguise. That's not so bad. Put the top 3 cards of the main deck into the lineup. 1, 2, and 3. When you buy or gain a villain from the lineup, place it in your discard pile instead of destroying it. Each player must destroy a villain in his hand or discard pile. Now let me tell you what's going to help you with this. So basically, usually in Crisis Mode, when you purchase a villain, it goes straight to the destroy pile. You don't get to use it. But when this Crisis is in play, instead of going to your destroyed pile, it goes to your discard pile like any other card you bought. And then to get rid of Villains in Disguise... It's a village in disguise. No, it's a villain in disguise. Each player must destroy a villain in his hand or discard pile. Okay, so basically you buy a villain, goes to your discard pile, eventually... Wait, is that it? Oh. Hand or discard pile. That makes it really easy. Never mind. I was thinking of something else. I thought it had to be from your hand, which would be aided by Atlantis, but I don't have to worry about that anymore. So forget everything I just said, except for I have to destroy a villain. Alright, now that new villain, supervillain, is going to be Mr. Freeze. Each player may play only up to 4 cards from his hand during each of his turns. 4 cards from hand is not a lot. Luckily, we have these 3 cards in play, which do not apply for that. They are not considered cards in hand. They are cards that I control, but not that are in hand. We will play... Basically, we want Grant Wilson now. Because if we can get Grant Wilson now, we can get rid of Villains in Disguise this very next turn. Actually, we can get rid of him right now. So, 2, 4, and 6. I can look at the top card. Is it a hero? It is. We can draw it. We'll use that 6 to buy Grant Wilson, which puts him in the discard pile. And then we can beat Villains in Disguise, destroying a card, destroying a villain from our discard pile. So that's gone. And we still have 1 power from all of that, but because of Mr. Freeze, I can only play 1 more card. Is there anything I want from the destroyed pile? Because I have the Atom in my hand. What's in here? I always forget. You would think I'd remember after a while, but nah. Gotta check every time. Crystal Shield's pretty good. In fact, Crystal Shield is better than this other 4-cost card I have. So we'll play the Atom, destroying Star Sapphire and gaining Crystal Shield. Still have Coriander in hand, but we can't play because we already played 4 cards this turn. New card coming out. Cassie Sandmark. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So now we just need to get to 10 power with 4 cards. It's not that hard, actually. I say that now. I'll regret saying that at some point, I'm sure. Let's see. What do I got that I can really do something cool with? Nothing great. So let's just go for it. We'll play Cloak of Raven, so that's 2. No, we're not going to play that. We're going to play Demonic Summoning, so that's 2. Then Cloak of Raven, 4. 3, 4, 5, 6. That 6 power is pretty useful. Can I get to 10 though? Alright, 7, 8 power here. We can discard an ongoing card to get to 9. We'll discard that ongoing card. We'll destroy a card. We're going to destroy the Atom. I don't need 2 of them. I may have been overzealous with my Atom. So that is, again, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I only need 1 more power. Problem is that neither one of these guys gives me power. So what we're going to do is we're going to play Molecular Vibration, because that's not from hand. But I get to draw a card to my hand. Oh, it's Energy Absorption. Well, we can at least use it. I'm at 9 power. Draw a card and destroy a card in hand. We'll destroy this Punch. Still at 9 power. We're going to get Ravager. We're going to get Detonator. And I still have 4 power left. I think we'll stop there for this turn. And in fact, we will put Detonator on top of my deck. New card coming out. Now it's because of Atlantis here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I can only play 4 cards again. So that's 3 power from Possession. 4, 5 power from Rage Blood. I don't think I have any cards that qualify for me to destroy with it. Guess we'll put Detonator out here. And we'll put Bumblebee out here. And that'll be that. So we only got to 3, 4, 5 power. We'll get Cassie Sandmark for that. New card coming out. Like I said, there are 2 more Crisis cards floating in this main deck. And it's kind of a miracle they haven't come up yet. Because we're at least a third of the way through this deck. And they are in the top half. So they are shuffled either pretty close together and towards the bottom. Or we're going to get one any second. towards the bottom of the first half, I should say, because they are in the top half of the deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, what do we got? Everything's worth 2, but I can only play 4 cards. What can we do? This is doable. I can work with this. All right. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 power. We will go ahead and buy Mr. Freeze, and since he's gone, with 1 power left and without the with the ability to now play all 5 cards, this 2 power will destroy Gizmo, so we don't have to worry about him next turn. Okay, that went better than I expected. I'll take it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do we have a defense card? We have no defense card. We gotta deal with whatever's coming next. And that is Missing Heroes. When a hero enters the lineup, each player gains a weakness. Your team must destroy 4 equipment. Now, since this is solo, you can destroy those 4 equipment from hand or discard pile. I'll probably buy Birdarang for 1 power here. Super cheap and easy to destroy. New supervillain, and its first appearance attack is Graves. This attack cannot be avoided. Each player reveals the 2 highest cost attack cards in the destroyed pile and the lineup against himself. So, we have an attack card out here. We have 2 attack cards out here. We're 3 and 4. So let's see if we have any more expensive ones in the destroyed pile. More expensive than 3 and 4. That's a 4. Ooh, a 7. Yeah, that's going to beat that. A 6. Yep, so 6 and 7's the to beat now. 6 and 7. There's another 6. Which one's better? There's nothing that says I can't choose. Ooh, an 8. So now it's 7 and 8. Okay, so we have 2 attacks. 1 costs 7, 1 costs 8. So Black Lantern Martian Manhunter's attack is each foe discards a random card. You may play any number of those cards. So basically I have to discard a random card. It's written from the context of another player. The AI is not about to play a random card. What do you think? That one? That over there? That one? Okay. Nth Metal Mace. Okay. That's 1 attack down. And this attack, Black Lantern Blue Beetle. Each foe discards all defense cards he has in hand and in play. Well, functionally we had none, or else we wouldn't be attacked in the first place. Yeah, so we're good. We're good there. Now, to beat Missing Heroes, I have to destroy what? 4 equipment. Well, I have 2 here in the discard pile. I have none in my hand, though. Ooh, I have Detonator here. We could probably deal with that. 1, 2, 3. We might be able to get it this turn, or at least next turn. Because of energy absorption, we can draw a card and then destroy a card. We will destroy... And then you may destroy a card in your hand. I don't have to, though. So we won't. So we won't. Gain a superpower from the lineup and put it into your hand. Okay, Geokinesis. Geokinesis. We will... We'll play Possession. So that's 3 power, which we will use to buy this Birdarang. And then... we will use this Detonator. We'll discard it to destroy a kick from my discard pile. And now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 equipment in my discard pile. Destroying those gets rid of Missing Heroes. So that's taken care of. And we are still at 3. I spent 1 on Robin, Birdarang. So I still have 2 power. 3, 4 power. 5, 6 power, 7, 8. I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 cards here, so I get to draw a card. 9 and draw a card. Put this guy out here. Is there anything in here I want? Nope. So 9 power is not quite enough. Oh, Bumblebee. You may discard this card from play. You do +1 power, bringing that 9 power to 10 power, which is enough to buy Graves. Boom. That's how that's supposed to be done. Acrobatic agility. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 here. Alright, I don't think I have a defense card. I do not. So let's see what happens. Hunting down the lanterns. When an equipment enters the lineup, each player gains a weakness. Your team must destroy 4 different superpowers from hand. Again, solo play. Discard pile counts as well. That shouldn't be too bad. And now it's the villain attack. Each player gains the top card of the main deck. Well, that doesn't seem so bad. Ooh, Indigo Tribe. That's a good card. If its cost is 5 or greater, destroy it. Oh, goodbye, Indigo Tribe. Otherwise, gain a number of weakness cards equal to its cost. Okay, well, that was sad to see that come and go so fast into my life. Hunting down the lanterns, your team must destroy 4 different superpowers. I have 4 different superpowers, I guarantee it. So Rage Blood will destroy, Demonic Influence and Geokinesis, that's 3 of them right there. And the 4th one will be a kick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Destroyed. Goodbye, Hunting Down the Lanterns. And we're finally getting this deck down to a really, really small size, so we probably should buy some things. What do we got here? Anything I want? We will put Molecular Vibration out here. And then 1, 2, 3. No, we'll do that one last. 1, 2, 3, 4 power, because that one counts superpowers. 5, 6, 7, because that one counts equipment. And that is, unfortunately, only 6 cards, so I can't draw anything. So with that 6, we will buy Skull of Batman. Yes, Skull of Batman. Lots of references to the Blackest Night storyline in Crisis 2. It's kind of like the base of it. In fact, the final boss, spoiler alert, is Necron, who is the final boss of the Blackest Night storyline. Crazy. See what they did there? 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, that's a pretty good hand. I like that hand. I don't think he's going to be a problem this turn. Bunker. Reveal the top 3 cards. Draw 1 of each type. They are, well, at least 2 of them are different types. Yep, we will discard the Atom, because I don't think we need him this turn. We will put this ongoing card out. We are now at, what, 4, 5 cards in play. Draw a card, and then I may destroy one in my hand. We're going to destroy Rage Blood. The reason we're destroying Rage Blood is because it does only destroy cards with cost 0. And the only cards that cost 0 I'm going to be dealing with anymore are these weakness cards. I have plenty of other things that can destroy them. I don't need that specific one. Okay, so then we'll play 1 and draw a card. And because we are at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards in play, we can draw another card. Gain a superpower from the lineup and put it into your hand. Okay, I'll take that. Again, we're still at 1 power after all of this. 2. If you control 1 or more ongoing cards, you may destroy a card in your hand or discard pile. We're going to go ahead and destroy Miss Martian. Don't really need her. So again, now we're at 1, 2 power total. 3, 4, 5, 6. Gain all cards from the lineup with the same name as a card in the destroyed pile. We definitely destroyed a Star Sapphire earlier, so that's ours. And our total is 3, 4, 5, 6 power. 7, 8, 9. Ooh. Perfect. We'll discard Aqualad to put Star Sapphire on top of our deck. Then we'll play Molecular Vibration to draw a card. So that's 10, 11. Then we'll discard Bumblebee to get +1 power, bringing us to 12, saying goodbye to Hector Hammond. Goodbye to Hector Hammond. Boom, gone. New card coming out. Amy Reyes. Blue Beetle. That's me. Alright, we're going to try and get him as soon as we can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do we have a defense card? We do. We have one defense card. That's all you need. Not a pretty card. 7 Deadly Sins. Put the top 4 cards of the main deck into the lineup. 1, 2, 3, 4. When a superpower enters the lineup, each player gains a weakness. Your team must destroy 7 cards with different costs from their discard pile. 7 cards of different costs is pretty difficult, especially when you have such a small deck to begin with. But let's see what we got here. Archillo. Archillo costs 3 more to defeat for each equipment in the lineup. We're just going to defend against his attack with Crystal Shield. You may discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, put a card of cost 3 or less from your discard pile into your hand or draw a card. I have no discard pile, so we will just draw a card. Okay. Just trying to figure out what the best way to go about this is. We need to get White Lantern Power Ring. If we get White Lantern Power Ring, we'll be able to get some heroes from the destroy pile to contribute to 7 Deadly Sins. So let's just try and pursue that at this point. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 total says, hello, White Lantern Power Ring. It says, goodbye, Lady Vic, leaving us with what? That's 9 out of 13, leaves us with 4. We'll go ahead and get Jaime Reyes. Jaime Reyes, the Blue Beetle. Ganthet. Oh, I want that card, but I'm going to have to give it to 7 Deadly Sins. Guarantee it. 3, 4, 5. Okay. Molecular Vibration is out. Aqualad is out. Alright, I'm going to just play this up here. Star Sapphire. You may put an equipment from any player's discard pile on top of his deck. We'll put White Lantern Power Ring on top of my deck. So that's 2. 5. And then Coriander, gain a superpower, but there isn't any out there, so you just draw a card. And we know it's White Lantern Power Ring. So we're at 8 power, and with this, we can gain a hero from the destroyed pile. Gain a hero from the destroyed pile means we're going to get that 7 cost Indigo Tribe. Why? Because a 7 cost card's pretty rare, and 7 Deadly Sins required 7 cards of different costs. So you're probably going to need a 7 cost card unless you have some zeros. And because I have White Lantern Power Ring, I can just keep getting heroes from the destroy pile. So even if I have to destroy this, I can get it back very easily. So that's what we're doing there. Back to here, and I still have what? 3, 4, 5 power. I also have enough cards to draw a card. I'll put it out here, not use it this turn. 5 power. We will get Black Lantern Power Ring. Why not? White Lantern Power Ring and Black Lantern Power Ring. We'll go ahead and we're going to put that on top of our deck. Because of Atlantis. I don't just arbitrarily do that. That is because of Atlantis. Alright, we have 5 cards in our hand now. Now, what do we want to do? I'm just going to double check. I'm going to look in my destroyed pile, my discard pile. I might have enough to beat 7 Deadly Sins now. Maybe. We have 5 and 6 and 4. That's 3, 4, 5, right? 4, 5, 6, and 7. That's 4. 1, 4, 5, 6, and 7 is 5. Ooh, that's ugly. Okay, yeah, we need some cards. What can we do? Well, we can play Black Lantern Power Ring to gain a villain from the destroyed pile. So a villain that we can then contribute and get rid of. We will get Black Lantern Martian Manhunter because he's cost 8. That's going to fill in a slot. Put it into any player's discard pile. Perfect. Then we'll play Bunker. You know what? No, we won't. No, we won't. Take that back. I'm not playing Bunker. what we'll play instead is... No, we have to. I thought maybe I could get away with, let's see, 8 and 5 and 6 and 4. 8, 5, 6, 4, 7. Wait. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's another way of saying that. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is 5. 6 with acrobatic agility. Okay. I need 3 power, which I don't have right now, so I have to shuffle my discard pile. Gotta happen. Okay. Bunker. Reveal 3 cards of your deck. Draw 1 of each type. We will draw Indigo Tribe and Skull of Batman and have to discard Jaime Reyes. Now, we'll go with 4 power here. 5, 6, 7. Gain all cards from the lineup with names of cards in the destroyed pile. I know I destroyed a detonator, so that's taken care of. So 4, 5, 6, 7. That's goodbye inertia. Draw a card, and I may destroy a card in my hand, but I won't. 8, 9, 10. 10 power is enough for me to buy Ganthet. And then maybe next turn, we'll see what happens. Oh, it's Frozen City. New card coming out. Have to put a card out because of Frozen City. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whenever you get the Crisis cards from the main deck, you still have to put out a card that you would have put out in the place of that Crisis card. So Frozen City. At the start of each of your turns, add the top card of the main deck to the lineup. Flip down each other card that costs in the lineup, and they cannot be bought or gained this turn. Flip them over at the end of your turn. Clear lineup of all cards. So all of these cards have to go away. But I'm going to reveal this card. 3. All cards of cost 3 cannot be bought this turn, besides that one. Okay. We can do this. In fact, I might try and do this before this in order to have the maximum number of cards to get rid of 7 Deadly Sins. I can gain another hero from the destroyed pile. So let's see what we got. I know there's some good destroyed heroes. Maybe not. I believe in us too. There's not any great destroyed. Dick Grayson's a good card. And he costs 6, so there's that. We'll gain Dick Grayson. The problem with Dick Grayson is that he's built for competitive mode and not so much co-op mode. He's really expensive at the price of you get more points from at the end of the game, but you don't use those points in this co-op mode, so it's kind of irrelevant. Gain a superpower from the lineup and put in your hand. If you cannot, draw a card instead. There we will. Alright, 1 power and draw a card. 4 power, 5 power, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 power, 12, 13. We'll discard this to get 14 cards. And then I may destroy a card. Oh, I have to destroy a card, huh? In that case, I'm not going to do that. So we'll stay with the 13 power. 13 power is enough for me to get Daughter of Trigon. Might as well get the more expensive one out of the way first, which leaves me with 6 power. 6 power is enough to get 4 and 2. Wasn't even really paying attention to what those cards were. Because of Frozen City, I have to clear the lineup no matter what. So it doesn't really matter what it is I'm buying. At some point, it's going to have to be bought. So might as well get it out of the way while you can still afford it. New card comes out. And then we have to do the Frozen City card, which is 2. Any cards cost 2? Nope. Nothing is unbuyable this turn. And everything is 4 or less. So I might be able to just flat out afford it, but we'll see what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's a terrible time to get Ganthet. We'll play Titan's Memorial, though. First time you destroy a card during each of your turns, you can draw a card. Okay, that's fine for future turns. 3, from Black Lantern Martian Manhunter. 4-5 from Cassie Sandmark. 6-7-8 from Cloak of Raven. Not going to get anything from this, but we can draw a card because of Blue Beetle. Another ongoing card. 8. What can we get for that? We'll just get the 2 4s. 2 Hawks and Doves, not bad. Because they do work off of each other. New card comes out. Draw 5 more cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we have to do the Frozen City card, so 7. Nothing out here costs 7, so that's fine. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ongoing cards. My Blue Beetle card only requires 1 card. It requires 7 cards, so it's only going to require me to play 1 card every turn to draw another card. So that's not bad at all. We'll play White Lantern Power Ring, allowing us to draw a hero from the destroyed pile. Like I said earlier, I don't really want any of these, but we're going for it so that we have them to give to 7 Deadly Sins. Now, since I played 1 card, I can draw a card. Then we have Indigo Tribe, 4 power. So that's 4. 5, 6, 7. I pay 1 less for villains this turn. Draw a card. I may destroy a card in my hand. We won't destroy anything. 8, 9. 10. Put an equipment of cost 3 or less from my discard pile into my hand. Do I have one? I don't have one. 10 power was what I had. Plasmus only cost me 2 this turn because he's a villain. So I have 8 left. We'll go with 3, 5, 8. Leaving us just the Reach Scarab out there. Hey, I was right. The Reach earlier. The alien race is the same in the comics as it is in the show. I'll take it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then a new card comes out for Frozen City. And doesn't shut anything down. They are all buyable. That's fine by me. +1 and draw a card, and because I'm at 7 cards, I can draw another card. We'll play Coriander to gain a card, a superpower from the lineup, and put it into our hand. Will do. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can put an equipment from my discard pile on top of my deck. What do we got? We'll put White Lantern Power Ring back. Just keep getting those heroes. 7, 8 +3 is going to be 11, which gives me the ability to also gain all cards from the... I think there is a Lady Vic in the destroy pile already. There is, so I just gain her. That 11 is more than enough to buy the Reach Scare, leaving me with 4. We'll buy a kick with that 4. Now, next turn, we are going to try to beat 7 Deadly Sins. And now Frozen City is gone because the lineup is clear and just 1 card. Ah! All that work. All that work. Coriander, like, what's her name? Man, Starfire. Starts with a K. Coriander. Where are we? She's here. Coriander. But yes, like the spice. Alright, so we had a new Crisis card come out, and it's my least favorite one in the whole game. Demonic Summoning. Put all cards of cost 6 from the destroy pile into the lineup. All cards with cost 6, huh? Come back. I think I bought most of them, but for this very purpose, I tried to buy most of them, I should say. Because I hate this card. So, put all cards of cost 6 from the destroyed pile into the lineup. At the start of your turn, destroy a card in your hand. If you destroyed a card with cost 0, discard your hand. Just maybe. I don't think so, because her sister's name is Blackfire, so I'm going to say it's more fire-themed. Well, no, that's not her actual name. That's like her villain name. I don't know what her sister's actual name is. Maybe it is Allspices. Your team must destroy 3 cards with cost 6 in their discard piles. I think I have that now. I think I have 3 cards in this discard pile with cost 6. The issue lies that there's these villains are out here now, and I can't get rid of any crisis while there are villains out. So we have to get rid of them first. We'll do it this way. That makes more sense. It's prettier. Okay. Here we go. We will play. Wait, for start of your turn, I have to destroy a card in my hand first. Ugh. We will destroy Ravager because she's a hero, and with my White Lantern cilantro, I don't believe you. All right, Bunker. Reveal top 3 cards of my deck. Put 1 of each type into my hand and discard the rest. Shuffle up this discard pile. Two and 3. Oh, they're all heroes. I guess we'll take... Oh, I don't want Coriander. We'll take Solstice. We have to discard these other 2. Alright, that is... Oh, man, am I saying her name wrong? No, it's Coriander. Oh, Commander. I see what you're saying. Gotcha. Yeah, because they always call her Cori, so I did not have that. I did not make that wrong. I can gain a hero from the destroy pile, and I can gain a villain from the destroy pile. That is correct. I did know she was Princess. Let's see. What villain do I want? You know what? I'm not going to play that villain card just yet. We're going to pull the villain card back. They are both princesses, just so you know. 1 and draw a card. Then I can choose a player. That player puts any number of cards with different colors and cost 6 or less from the destroyed pile into their hand, discarded pile into their hand. Well, they're all heroes, so I'm going to take back. I'll take back Dick Grayson. So I'm at 1 power total. 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll discard Bumblebee. Actually, I think I'm at enough cards to draw a card. 6, and I can draw a card. With that 6 power, I'm going to buy Inertia. And then we're going to play Black Lantern Power Ring to get a villain from the destroy pile, that villain being the cost 6 Inertia. Get another 6 card in my discard pile for Demonic Summoning. And that's 2 power here, which isn't going to do much this turn. I do not know. You'd have to ask the internet. Someone out there know? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. We can do this. We can work with this. Do I have 3 cards that cost 6 yet in my destroyed pile? I have 1, 2. Okay, I have to destroy a card at the start of my turn. We will